Today is Thursday, the 13th day of March. Welcome to Life Audio Bible, friend. Are you doing all right? I hope so. Hope you're doing well and feeling strong and that you're ready for a new day in the Word of God. I absolutely love being right here, right now with you, and I hope you do the same as well. We're going to read today Acts 18, 1 through 17, and we're going to let the Word of God speak. Here we go. After these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth. He found a certain Jew named Aquila, a man of Pontus by race, who had recently come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because Claudius had commanded all the Jews to depart from Rome. He came to them, and because he practiced the same trade, he lived with them and worked, for by trade they were tent makers. He reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and persuaded Jews and Greeks. When Silas and Timothy came down from Macedonia, Paul was compelled by the Spirit, testifying to the Jews that Jesus was the Christ. When they opposed him and blasphemed, he shook the dust of his clothing and said to them, "Your blood be on your own heads. I am clean. From now on, I'll go to the Gentiles." He departed there and went into the house of a certain man named Justus, one who worshipped God, whose house was next door to the synagogue. Crispus, the ruler of the synagogue, believed in the Lord with all his house. Many of the Corinthians, when they heard, believed and were baptized. The Lord said to Paul in the night by a vision, "Don't be afraid, but speak and don't be silent, for I'm with you. And no one will attack you to harm you, for I have many people in this city." He lived there 1 year and 6 months, teaching the word of God among them. But when Galileo was proconsul of Achaia, the Jews with one accord rose up against Paul and brought him before the judgment seat, saying, "This man persuades men to worship God contrary to the law." But when Paul was about to open his mouth, Galileo said to the Jews, "If indeed it were a matter of wrong or of wicked crime, you Jews, it would be reasonable that I should bear with you. But if they are questions about words and names of your own law, look to it yourself, for I don't want to be a judge of these matters." So he drove them from the judgment seat. Then all the Jews seized Sosthenes, the ruler of the synagogue, and beat him before the judgment seat. Galileo didn't care about any of these things.